Child care assistance family eligibility. How to apply for child care assistance. Options for applying. You can mail an application to the Department Centralized Child Care Unit at the 2309 Euclid Avenue in Des Moines, or completing an electronic application on the Child Care Client Portal. There are different programs. Families receiving protective child care services. That application is submitted by the social worker. Foster parents needing child care services for foster children. That application can go through the social worker. Participants in the Promise Jobs approved activities. Promise Jobs handles approving the families. And any child on Promise Jobs, all those questions should go through the Promise Job worker for that family. The pilot program. To be eligible for the pilot program, an individual must be working at least 32 hours per week in a direct care position at a licensed center, or be registered as a child development home or a non-registered child care home accepting CCA. A direct care position is where the individual is in ratio in classrooms and providing care to enrolled children. Co-providers at a C2 development home are eligible for this pilot program. Are assistants and substitutes at a CDH eligible? No. Assistants and substitutes at a child development home are not eligible for this pilot program, and employees must apply either on the portal or electronic application. The need requirements. The family need requirements are a child who needs care who is under the age of 13 or under the age of 19 if the child has special needs, and have an income under the program's limits and work an average of 32 hours per week or 28 hours per week if that family has special needs child needing care. Another need requirement is to attend an approved training or education program full-time, attend approved trainings part-time, and also work part-time for a total of at least 32 hours per week or 28 hours per week if the family has a special needs child needing care. Are looking for work or become unavailable to work or attend school because of an unapproved or approved medical reason. The required documents. For employment, send 30 days of pay stubs that show gross wages and the number of hours worked or other proof of income and hours worked for the last 30 days. Another required document, if applicable, is proof of tips. Send pay stubs showing the tips and the employer's statement and or your tips records. If applicable for new jobs, send proof showing hire date, first pay date, hourly rate, and weekly number of hours worked. Required documents for school is a copy of your class schedule that includes enrollment dates and your class times. Family eligibility breakdown. What are units? A unit is a block of hours that a child gets approved for. Units that are determined for a child is based on the family's need, such as 1 unit equals 5 hours. Their certificate of enrollment shows how many units a child is approved for school days, and also shows how many units a child is approved for the non-school days. The Child Care Assistance Program will only pay for the dates and authorized days, hours, and units listed on that certificate of enrollment. What is the certificate of enrollment? The certificate of enrollment shows how many units a child is approved for, and it also shows the time period a child is approved for. If the family needs additional units, they must contact Family Eligibility Team to obtain authorization. If additional hours or units are authorized, providers will receive another certificate enrollment, including the new child care hours and units. Any payment for care outside the approved hours and units should be referred to the contract the family signed with the provider. And this is what the certificate of enrollment would look like. So for example, the child was approved from 8/10/25 to 8/9/26. The school units are 7 max a week and 2 max a day. For the non-school units, there's 15 max a week and 3 max a day. What are copays? Copays are the amount the family owes for the provider. Copays are calculated based on the need of the family. Their certificate of enrollment shows this amount of copay. Copays are the provider's responsibility to collect from the family. The state does not collect the copays for the family. Backup providers. Backup providers are only eligible to bill for the actual time the child are in their care while the parent is going to school, work, or doing approved job search activities. Backup providers are not eligible to bill for the days of absence. Backup providers cannot bill for the child if the child went to their primary provider that same day. The attendance record that is submitted will be compared with that of the regular provider to verify eligibility for payment. Provider changes. Reporting changes. Family must notify the department of any changes in providers, work hours, class schedule, income, address, or household composition within 10 days of that change. Common changes that may affect providers include the provider changes, unit changes, or copay adjustment. The backup pay. If a family misses the review date and expires, then reapplies in a month, the family will not be backdated. For example, if a family expires on July 31st, 2025, and they don't turn in their review until 8/20, the earliest the family could be approved is for 8/20/25. Any care done between the 7/31/25 and 8/19 is between the client and the provider. Please refer to your contract for the payment as the state will not reimburse for the gap in service. The application process. Application and review processing times. CCA applications and reviews may take up to 30 days to process. Families can submit an application up to 45 days before child care is needed. Families can submit a review up to 45 days before the end of their current eligibility period. The fastest way for families to apply or submit a review is through the Child Care Client Portal. The peak busy season. July through October months are the busiest for the family eligibility unit. There will be a longer hold time for toll-free lines. There will be a longer processing time for application, reviews, and changes. We encourage families to submit paperwork early, ideally 30 to 45 days before care is needed or benefits are set to expire. The recommended contact methods. We have 3 through our phone, email, and fax. Phone is most efficient option, but please note there may be extended hold times during our peak busy season. An email is a good alternative if the family sends one completed email with all required documents attached in a PDF format. And also fax can be accepted for submitting documentation.